Welcome, viewers, to another episode of The Big Leap from Mirae Asset. It's a pleasure today to have with us our guest, Mr. Mayank Shah of Lifeline Investments in Mumbai. Mayank ji has been a very old proponent of the financial services distribution profession. Lifeline Investments now almost 15 years old as a practice, managing investments for almost 1,000 plus clients in India and abroad. Mayank ji has been a very long time advocate of goals-based investments. So it's a pleasure to have Mr. Shah with us. So welcome Mayank ji to the Big Leap. Thank you for taking out time and being with us today. So why don't you tell our audience by how did Lifeline Investment start? What was your journey is at the initial point?
Yeah, my pleasure, Mayuk. And thank you, Mira, for giving me this opportunity.
Our pleasure.
I started my career with the family business, and which is in the plastic molding manufacturing companies. And my role is just administrating job like accountings, banking transactions, supervising the employees. Somehow not happy and comfortable because this work will be done by 3,000-4,000 rupees. Manager can do this for and my value is not I'm considering my worth is not that to managing the things. Started some jobs, business standard and ICICI, and but not succeed in that job profile. Started career with the financial product distribution, life insurance, general insurance, FDs, bonds, and so on, unlike other financial distributors. And currently 2004 Lifeline Investment has been started, and with the team of two people. Then slowly and gradually we increase our staff strength, upgraded our office. Previously our 100 square feet office, then 200, 300. Currently we are in 400, and even negotiating a bigger office in this Navratri time. Maybe it will finalize. Means we are moving to a bigger office on this month only.
Great. So let's go back to the start when you talked about two people and then now expanding. How did the initial clients come about? How did you get your first initial clients when you didn't have the track record as a business?
I had started some store activity. My first client was being onboarded through a Pulse, that polio camps. I just seated in that polio camp and taken the data from that camp, and then started preaching about the children's investments and children insurance plans and all. And from that, I started onboarding my clients.
Okay. Now, once you start onboarding clients, then what was your process at Lifeline Investments to make them stay with you for such a long period and stay on their investment journey also? Because many times good plans actually fail and clients actually tend not to stay on the path of the investments.
We know that this is the highest competitive market. The financial product advising or maybe a distributing, their relatives, their friends, or maybe a bankers, everywhere they are chasing the clients. And our focus is client first. Means we always give the or advise the clients about their benefit first, and slow and steady they gain our confidence on us, and they are keep on referring to their friends and relatives.
Sure. So you have been managing clients for a very long period of time. What do you think makes a very successful advisor? How do they stay on the investments? How do you manage such clients?
Upgrade yourself about their knowledge about the different financial products. Don't stick to only one particular product. The needs are different for the clients. And if we make sure the client is taking the value from your advice, not only they are buying the product first. If they think some value in our advice, they definitely stick to our business, our philosophy, or maybe our financial goals.
So when it comes to your organization's views on do's and don'ts for asset allocation. How do you go about doing it for each individual investor?
First thing, we never give our clients about the allocation into a sectorial funds, particular sectors like infrastructure or banking or financials, or because we think taking a risk into one particular sector, also it's better to get some diversified or flexi cap portfolio.
Okay.
Second thing, we never advise our clients on a small caps because over a period of time, as a historical data, uh, multi-cap or flexi-cap is always been outperform the small caps, because when there was a downturn comes, the small cap over a period of time will also drastically down. Instead of if we take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years track record, uh, we recommend our client about the flexi cap or maybe a multi cap type of portfolio to our clients. Regarding the asset allocations, we track some of the parameters like P, price to earning, price to book value, the
Sure.
market to GDP. On that basis, we make sure okay, our client will be not only for a 100% into equity. Whenever there is an opportunity, when the market is getting corrected, and if the client doesn't have a cash balance to grab that opportunity, there is no use of that opportunity. So we make sure our clients keep some amount of their portions into a cash and debt portfolio to grab the opportunities.
Lovely. So I'll introduce my colleague Sneh here. Mr. Sneh Behani takes care of this relationship from our side. So Sneh, why don't you share your experience of managing Mayank sir's and the Lifeline Investments team's relationship?
To start with, I would say that Mayank sir is a very robust team, and his approach to his client is very, very different. He's very, very passionate about cycling and marathons. So I've heard instances wherein he got few of his clients while he was going out for a walk or for cycling. That's number one. Number two, most of the transactions that sir do from his ends are digital in nature. So when the COVID thing came into the picture, they were very clear that we are not bothered about how the transactions would be done. And the beautiful part about sir is Mayank sir is that he would go in detail about the products. He would understand it. First, he would invest, take his experience, harvest the product, and then he invests in any product. So whenever we see his flow of business, it's very, very steady. Regular business comes in, and multiple purchases is what we see. So as he stated that how he started his business, he is very much into financial planning. So last time when I went to his office, he told me that this year there are more than 4 clients who are upgrading his cars. There are 12 clients who are buying their house for the first time. No, so he got a different high when he sees that okay, his clients are achieving his financial goal. So it's a very beautiful thing to learn from him that not only by saying that I preach financial planning, he actually practices it.
Great. Thanks, Sneh, for that. So, Mayank sir, my last question to you would be, you have been in the practice and the business for so long. What would be your advice or suggestions to your fellow MFDs?
Focus on your business and practice some of the ethics in the business. Say honesty is the best way to communicate with our clients. If you don't fluent in English like me, or maybe in any other language, but the client right now is very smart, and whenever you say from your heart, and maybe you are managing the for well-being of that client, they will recognize you. And this is the practicing what we are following with the Lifeline investment, and able to multiply our business and growth. The second, take a buddy for you. I have a buddy called Nikul Parmar. Keeping the buddy from the same profession and just competing with each other will be because of that your business will be on autopilot mode. And keeping the motivation between each other, and you will succeed in our phase of business of financial planning and wealth creation.
Okay. So thank you, Mayank sir, for that. I think this was a lovely interaction. Your concept of buddy and having a colleague from the profession is really interesting, and so we wish you all the very best. We have had a good association with Lifeline Investments, and we would like to see that flourish more into the future. So we wish you all the best, and to you and your team. And thank you, viewers, for watching another episode of The Big Leap from Mirae Asset, as we continue to bring such stories of people from the distribution profession. Till then, thank you and take care.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.